Welcome to a very special episode of Live from Jacksonville. Special because there's a great free concert happening at the Jacksonville Beach Seawalk Pavilion on Saturday, June 14th. We'll have Allison Riley from the city of Jax Beach and Brian Jordan from 99.9 Gator Country joining us to talk about the event, as well as one of the stars, Bryce Leatherwood. But first, here's a quick rundown of what's happening for the rest of June in the Jacksonville area. Rising country star Max McNown will play at Jacksonville's newest music venue, 5 in Riverside, on Sunday, June 15th. Bailey Zimmerman is coming to the St. Augustine Amphitheater for 2 nights, Thursday and Friday, June 19th and 20th. Ringo Starr and his all-star band will be at the Amp on Sunday, June 22nd. This is a show I highly recommend. If you've never seen Ringo and his all-star band, it is a fantastic, fun night. Avril Lavigne's Greatest Hits Tour is coming to Daly's Place on Monday, June 23rd. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band with Ann and Nancy Wilson Hart are playing the Amp on Tuesday, June 24th. The Totally 80s Tour featuring Big Country, Bow Wow Wow, Gene Loves Jezebel, and Tommy Tutone is coming to the Florida Theater on Tuesday, June 24th. Billy Currington and Kip Moore, this is a double headliner show, are at the Amp St. Augustine on Friday, June 27th. And finally, Molly Hatchet will be at the Florida Theater on Saturday, June 28th. Joining me now is Allison Riley from the city of Jacksonville Beach and 99.9 Gator Country Program Director Brian Jordan talking about the free Jacksonville Beach Country Fest Saturday, June 14th at the Jax Beach Seawalk Pavilion. We're kind of just dropping in on the conversation as it was already in progress.
I'm so excited. I'm hoping the weather's a little cooler than it's been recently. We got so lucky with the weather last year. I mean, last year was perfect. We had such a good crowd out for year number 1, and I think it's going to be even better this year. So I'm excited.
Wait, have you already started the podcast?
What?
Gotcha.
She did. So I was going to introduce you, but now...
I thought we were just going.
We were. You were like, you took the bull by the horn. It's like, here we go. So we have Allison here with us from the city of Jacksonville Beach, the Jax Beach Country Fest. Are we going to start calling this the annual?
I think we should.
I do too. So it's the second annual Jax Beach Country Fest. It's Saturday, June 14th. Let's talk about real quick. Last year's was our first Jax Beach Country Fest. Way bigger than we expected.
For sure. I mean, I had no clue what to expect going in, and seeing people there for the opener, the early slot, was amazing. And I was like, okay, we did it. This is going to be good.
Yeah, we knew. And Brian and I, we got Brian Jordan with us, our program director here at Gator Country. We kind of had an idea because we've done concerts like this at the Landing, but it's been so long ago, way before COVID, that we kind of stopped doing them there because the Landing was knocked down.
Yeah, right. So we had you know what they say, build it and they will come. Well, you know, the Seawalk Pavilion, just sitting out there, a nice little jewel in Jacksonville Beach.
Yeah.
And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Allison, there was every type of festival but country out there. So it was like ripe for the taking, you know, and then I'm like you guys, like no expectations. It was like, what just happened when it was all said and done?
I think I expected a couple of thousand people. I didn't. What did we end up with? 6,600?
Yeah, I think we were just shy of the 7,000 mark.
Oh, my goodness. We did not expect that. Brian brought up a good point. You guys haven't done a country music festival there before, have you?
Not as long as I've been here, and from the records I can pull, there hasn't been one. So I'm going to say we're the first. It may not be right, but I think we're the first.
Definitely the first in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And Brian, kudos to you because you got some acts that you were able to help bring in that were just amazing.
It was, you know, timing is everything with these things. And, you know, the fact that, you know, Chase Beckham had a lot of familiarity with American Idol.
And Hunter Girl.
And Hunter Girl as well. And who would have thought that, you know, coming at, I think 2 weeks before Chase hit number 1, his very first number 1, it was like, wow. So, you know, this guy's coming in to sing his number 1 song for everybody. And it was such a great time.
In your position, all around the country, program directors play that guessing game when they're trying to book an act to come into town 6 months, 7 months, 8 months out. You're like, what's going to be the single, where they're going to be, how popular. It's a guessing game.
It is.
But you've been doing this long enough that it's no longer a guessing game. You've gotten pretty dang good at it.
Well, you know, it's almost like rolling the dice, you know. It's sometimes it can be a crapshoot, but like for this year, and I'll let Allison reveal the lineup, but I won't spoil it. But just like with this year's artist, it's the same thing. You have your eye on people, and you're like, And
you rolled 3 sevens in a row on this one.
Well, from, again, my position going around to different, shows or conventions, and, you see enough artists perform and you're like, and it can even be someone up and coming playing at like Jackrabbits.
Right.
Or Five. And you go, wow. When they get your attention, you're like, yeah, let me see.
And you have inside monitor on like where they're doing streaming wise or how many followers they have.
Yeah.
Which has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, yeah. That plays a big part of it, too.
With that said, let's talk about this year's lineup, Allison. Can we start with the locals first?
Yeah, let's start with the locals. So for the first slot, we have Darrell Rae. Mm-hmm. He's a local artist. He plays all over the place here in Jacksonville. Amazing voice, great stage presence. I'm really excited about him.
Someone brought him to my attention right after last year's Country Fest. On Facebook, they're like, oh, you got to get this guy for next year. And so I started following him, and I'm very excited to see him live.
Yes, I am too.
And then the next artist is someone that we had last year.
Yeah, a little familiar if you were there last year. Emily Mikus is coming back. She was a crowd favorite.
She blew me away.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was good.
I think she was one of my favorites of everyone last year. Mm-hmm. Great set. She got the crowd. She got the upbeatness that needs to be there for a party atmosphere. Big fan of Emily.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then another local favorite, Katie O, who made an appearance on The Voice as well. And she has a lot of buzz about her, too.
And she went pretty far on The Voice, too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so she's going to bring in a big crowd, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to our national acts.
And then the first national act is Bryce Leatherwood, a stunning voice. So excited about him. I think he just released an EP.
There's a song on there, and I know he'll do it here. It's called Shenandoah.
Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wait, is it about the old band or the actual Shenandoah Valley?
Neither.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look up, I guess the best way to put it is if you look up Shenandoah, like the term Shenandoah, like what it's...
Like what it means?
Yeah, and then you listen to the song, you're going to go... Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
It's a really good song.
All right, cool. And next up,
and the reason that if I go gambling, I'm taking Brian with me is because his track record is great with picking artists. We have John Morgan coming in, who has just a smash hit out right now with Jason Aldean.
Yeah. That song, has it gone number one yet?
It hit one.
Yeah, I thought it did.
And that he, too, just put a new album out called Carolina Blue, I think it was. So good.
Yeah. Allison, do you know the story of how Jason Aldean ended up on that record?
No.
So Jason heard the record, thought it was amazing. Then he reached out to John and said, hey, how about I jump on this track with you? Maybe my name will help give us some traction. And that's exactly what happened.
Crazy.
He went in the studio, cut his lines, they mixed it down together, put it out to radio, and boom, it's a number one hit. So when you have someone like Jason Aldean, seeing your talent and backing you, there's something there.
For sure. And I think John Morgan's written a ton of hits for artists all over the place. So just really talented guy.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing performance.
Make sure you come see John at this event because this is the last time. I'm just going out on a limb. It's the last time you're probably going to see him for free. Yeah. Just putting that out there.
We've had shows at the fair and at the Landing where we'll have literally like Jason Aldean or Luke Bryan or someone like that, and then a year later their tickets are $100. So you're right. You're not going to see John Morgan again for free.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy out of the beach how many artists that you can see for free because all the events are free at the pavilion. Luke Combs played here not that long ago, and then you guys know where he's at now.
Yeah,
so
absolutely
crazy.
So that brings us up to
our headliner, Tigirlily Gold,
who I absolutely am in love with. We've interviewed them a couple of times. They're so fun and sweet, and they're so friendly. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be so much fun. Like a beach day with Tigirlily Gold.
I agree. There's probably going to be some tequila shots before that show because those girls like a little tequila here and there. And one of them is married or engaged, I think, to the son of a famous country star. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but there's a good chance there could be a cameo surprise. We'll see. I'm just, I like a good tease. I'm just putting that out there.
I've been thinking since Jason Aldean recently bought a house in the Panhandle and his friend like that, John Morgan's going to be here, maybe there could be a cameo there. I'm not saying there will be. I'm not saying there won't be, but you just never know what's going to happen.
That's right. You never know, man. There could be a nice little, he's familiar, put it that way.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
The son of a famous country star who had some good hits in the 90s, like, Sold, the Grundy County Auction song. And if you know who sung that, then you know who his son is.
You're not saying any names.
Not saying any names.
All right, Saturday, June 14th. The gates open at 2. Music starts at 3. Let's talk about things like the bags that you can bring in and some of those rules.
For sure, yeah. So we are going to be posting some know before you go items soon, but just so you know here, we're following the Jaguars stadium bag policy. So if you can't take it to a Jaguars game, you can't bring it into the festival. Clear bags only. You cannot bring coolers. You can bring 1 sealed water bottle per person. We will have a locker bus nearby. So if you do bring something, if you're coming off the beach and just want to stash something somewhere, you're welcome to do that.
And you guys have a ton of food trucks and a little picnic table area. It's going to be a really, really fun day.
Yeah, the vendor area is going to be great. We'll have a mechanical bull. So maybe after hitting up the Southern Swells tent, you'll want to go hop on that.
Yeah, can I get a tequila shot and ride a bull?
I'm definitely going to get on that. I'm just going to say that right now. I will get on there.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
That's crazy.
That's making the highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you can follow City of Jacksonville Beach on Facebook and follow 99.9 Gator Country. I'm actually following you guys, so if there's something pertinent, I can just share it on our page as well. But definitely make sure you're following both Facebook pages and get all the latest information, the do's and don'ts and the can'ts and should nots. And I'm just really looking forward. It's going to be an amazing day.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
and thank you to you, to the City of Jacksonville Beach, the mayor, everybody involved. I mean, again, who knew that this was going to be a big event?
Yeah. And Allison, it's been fun watching you grow. I know you were kind of new in this role when we first met, and you just turned 15 this year. So
that.
You do look so young. You, honestly, we've been in this business for a long time, and we have seen a huge, huge growth in you in the last year. You learned, you improved. I'm really impressed with what you've done.
Thank
I really
you.
am.
I appreciate that. And it's been amazing working with you guys. It's been a huge learning curve coming into this. And it could be intimidating coming in and working with a radio station to promote a big event and kind of start it from the ground up. But you guys have been so easy to work with, and it's been the best team atmosphere.
We love what we do, and we were taught by some great people along the way, and we're just passing that along.
Yeah, I was just about to say, one of the things we learned a long time ago was you tell people what you're going to do. Yep. You tell people what you're going to do. You tell people what you're going to do, and then you do it.
And then you tell them what you did.
And then you tell them what you did.
And invite them back for next year. We had this guy we worked for named Cat Thomas when we were at our WAPE days. And he was probably one of the greatest radio minds we've ever known. And everyone in this building has worked for him at one point. We all learned so much from him. So it's fun to go to an event and we can look around and be like, this is how Cat would have done it. So yeah, it's very, very cool. Any last minute things, anything we didn't cover?
Parking. So all the city public parking lots will be open. We're not closing any lots down. There will be some road closures around the area, but if you can bike over, if you're local, please do that. We'll have bike racks out. Otherwise, if you are going to be visiting the beer tents, maybe Uber, catch a ride. Other than that, I think we've laid it all out.
If you are new to the area, not familiar, the Seawalk Pavilion is located on 1st Street, just, I guess, north of where Beach Boulevard meets 1st Street. So when you get close, you'll see the crowd. Just follow the people. Yeah. Hope to see everyone out there Saturday, June 14th. Again, gates open at 2. Music starts at 3. Don't be late. That was so much fun to talk with Allison and Brian about the event coming up Saturday, June 14th at the Jacksonville Beach Seawalk Pavilion. One of the artists that's going to be playing is Bryce Leatherwood. He was a winner on The Voice. I believe he was on Blake's team. And my morning show co-host Steve Sutton and I had a chance to speak with Bryce last week about the upcoming concert. Bryce, thanks for joining us. First off, congratulations on your debut album.
Well, thank you so much, man. It's everything's been incredible. All the feedback people are having about it, and just getting to go out on the road and show it off has been amazing.
I was looking at your Facebook page and saw you had gone 10,000 miles across the country and back twice.
Yeah, we're still recovering.
How was it being on Kelly Clarkson's show? That's one of my favorite shows, and when I saw you were on, I was really, really stoked you were there.
Yeah, man. She is one of the coolest, A-listers. I think she's A-list in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I met her a couple of years back, and it was actually when Blake was, finishing up on The Voice, and we were actually in the Universal Studio lot where they filmed Back to the Future, the main downtown area. That's where we were hanging out at, having an after party, which is pretty cool already. But I look on the dance floor, there's Kelly Clarkson, so I go on the dance floor and I dance with Kelly Clarkson.
Nice.
Yeah.
And And she's like, oh, my God, I love your voice. Oh, my God, that's so cool. I didn't know you knew I existed. And, we became friends. And so I got invited to go on her show, which was so cool because, I mean, she's just such a sweet person. And it was a really cool opportunity. And, I mean, you know, good people are good people, you know, doing the Today Show in New York, then doing the Kelly Clarkson show, then The Voice. And, I mean, it's been wild, man. It's just been so great to have so much, you know, support from so many different people. And, I mean, my team here in Nashville, it's just been incredible, you know, just great.
So how do you do in the heat, the hot weather?
Man, you see, I grew up playing in South Georgia, that's in Statesboro, so I'm used to hot and humid.
Well, welcome to Jacksonville on the 14th of June, brother.
I bet it's going to be hot.
Yes, sir.
It is going to be hot, especially on stage.
Well, we'll be all right. We're gonna hydrate, and then we're gonna rehydrate after the show.
No,
I've been listening to the debut album, and I have come up with a top 5 set list requests. You don't have to commit to them right now, but I like to put my requests in.
All right, I want to hear them.
All right, In Lieu of Flowers, I freaking love.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that gives me total Alan Jackson vibes, and I know that's got to make you happy, you know, being from up in that Atlanta area.
That's very good to hear. That means I'm doing my job.
What about Still Learning?
Oh, yeah. We love Still Learning.
The Fireman, of course. What a great cover.
Yeah, you know, my granddaddy was a firefighter for 25 years, and he was my Superman. And, I mean, that's a song I was dancing and singing to since I was like 3 years old, and I was just like, there's a cover I'm going to do. It's got to be that one. It's just what makes sense, and my upbringing and my music influence, and we did it. It sounds cool, man. I'm really excited about the way that one turned out.
What I love about that cover is you didn't try to change anything. It's so good as it is, and you just did a really respectful, pure cover of it.
When you do a song like that, you know, by an artist like George Strait, the King, there's two things you can't do. You can't make a karaoke version, and you can't change it. The way we did it was really cool, man, with my producer, Will Bundy, who's one of the most talented people in this town. We kind of looked at it, we're like, okay, maybe no fiddle, use electric guitar. Bryce, I know you love electric guitar, so we did that. We changed some instrumentation and some arrangements and some walks in there. It just, I think it turned out really cool, man.
Yeah, I loved it. All right, number 4 on my set list request, The Finger.
Oh, yeah, man. Dude, that's been the crowd favorite for over a year and a half, man. That one's been in our set for a long time, and dude, people just love that song, man.
That's by far my favorite song on the album.
Come on.
I saw Randy Montana's dad at I go to this Palm Coast Songwriters Festival just down the road from Jacksonville every year. Billy Montana was there, and he's so amazing to see perform live and tell the stories of all the great songs that he's written, and Randy's following his footsteps.
He is, man, and both of them guys are incredible. I've written with both of them, and they're both just great people, man.
The last thing on my request list is Hung Up on You. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Yeah, man. To me, that's one of those earworm songs that I've been listening to for the past 2 years. You know, as we started to look at building an album, I was like, man, there's something weird about this song, but it's something so cool about it. I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's got that Eric Church, Smoke a Little Smoke vibes. It's got this mean Southern rock, you know, a little AC/DC in there. I don't know. My first concert was AC/DC, and I was 9. You know, so that's a big influence on me. But then also Eric Church, you know, with the Chief album and everything, and then I heard it, and I was like, man, this is unique. I've never heard a song like this. But it kind of took a lot of influences from when I was growing up and rolled it into this weird ball, and we threw it out there, man. It's super cool, man. I love this song.
You know what? I'm thinking Jax Beach Country Fest is going to be the rope a rocket opportunity with you, because such a great album and such a great story to this point. This might be that tipping point that just sends you into the freaking stratosphere.
I just can't wait to come down there and hang out at the beach. I haven't been able to take a vacation, so I'm going to use this as mine.
Yeah, there's going to be one about 100 feet away from you. So.
That's what I like to hear.
It's going to be a great time Saturday, June 14th at Jax Beach Country Fest. It's totally free. You're going to see so many great artists and hear so much great country music, and it's all absolutely free.
Let's do it, man. Thank y'all so much.
Thanks so much for joining us on this very special episode. I hope to see everyone at the Jacksonville Beach Country Fest Saturday, June 14th at the Seawalk Pavilion. And of course, I'll be back soon with another episode to let you know what's happening live from Jacksonville.